Hello everyone, my name is Trey Peavy and I'm the product manager for RP Filtration here at Colemet. This is Mr. Casey Carr. He's a product specialist here at Colemet for RP Filtration. We're in our training room today and we want to do a quick video for you guys to talk about filter changeouts. So what we're looking to do is we're going to change out some pad filters and we're going to change out some blanket media. And what we're really going to do is I'm just going to time him with my cell phone. I'm going to pull that out and let him change out these filters. We're pretending like these filters are completely overloaded with overspray, Casey.
Correct.
We're going to take them out. We're going to set them on our table. Once they're all on our table, our magic table cleans those filters and he's going to put those back in. And we're just going to time that. What we're going to do then is we'll move over to the blanket media. It's important to note that the blanket media that we have here in our training room is about 32 inches wide, where these pad filters here are 20 by 20. But in a normal installation, we would try to use a 45-inch wide pad, which would actually cover 2 of these. So technically speaking, if we can change these 4 out in the same amount of time and replace them that it did the blanket, we're going to gain 50% productivity right there, right, Casey?
Absolutely.
So when you're ready, we'll go ahead and get started. Let me get my fancy phone here. Oh, it's ready to go.
All right.
You ready?
Ready.
All right, and go. So you notice that the removal of that pad is fairly simple and straightforward. Just pulls right off of the prongs that are in the filter grid itself. Now, of course, the longer those grids are in play and the type of coating that you're spraying, they get a little stickier. You know, we've all seen them where they're all built up around the edges and things like that. Casey has magically cleaned our filters and he's reinstalling those. I know that he's probably a little out of the shot right now. We do have another video where Casey demonstrates not only the installation of the filter grids, but he also shows the proper installation of a pad filter as well. We encourage you to check that out. You may be able to kind of take some of that information from what you see here. We're installing these filters on what your Colemet booth would possibly have been shipped with. These are the 20 by 20 version of the Colemet grid, which is an EXF grid. We do have another type of grid that is a snap-in grid that has little rubber grommets. We sell on the RP side as well. It's really great for 2-stage filtration. If there was, say, a pad or a bag filter in here, we could put that snap-in grid with a pad filter on front of it. Could possibly hang a blanket in front of that. Could have 3 stages of filtration. So we have some different solutions for the installation of that. Casey's running. We're going about 1:35 right now. He's on that 3rd filter. It's important when you install these pads that you center the pad up. The pad is actually larger than the hole and the opening, and it gives us some extra material to get a good positive seal. You don't want the filter down here, right, because that's just going to let air bypass. When the exhaust fan would come on, it would help pull that media back into place. The more the filter loads, the actual more it pulls back in. So he's on his last pad now, working the top. You can think if we were in a larger booth, right? Let's say if we were in a truck size booth, he would probably have to be in a scissor lift, moving back and forth, up and down, things like that to change out these cells. So he's done.
Done.
Oh, that was right at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, so we're going to move to our blanket change out. Chase and I, we switched places there, and we're going to pull this filter down and replace it with a new fresh blanket, actually. So Casey, whenever you're ready, I'm ready with my phone.
I'm ready.
And let's go. So what we have here is our filter lock track system. If you get a new Colemet spray booth, these are being designed this way as a standard. Casey removed that filter there. Comes out very easy. You take the blanket, hang it down from the top to the bottom. And we talked about the installation of the pad filter. It's really the same for the blanket. We want to make sure that our louvers are pulling open across the face. We talk about that in detail in our other videos. Like I say, Casey's using the filter lock tool to install the filter. All you have to do is just kind of guide the filter, pull it down, to where you're pulled against the stitching where it was originally manufactured at that length and that separation. And you just run the tool. Depending on the type of media that's being installed, you may have to change the pressure of the tool some. A W series filter has quite a few layers of paper and some virgin thick density polyester. So it's a little bit more work than what you would if you were, say, using a W50 even, or if you were using one of our legacy products of a 3000, 3100, or even a 3200, just because of the filter change out. The filter density is not quite there. All right, he's done. I'm going to stop it. We have some excess here when we cut the filter. You know, this is a weird opening size. We cut this filter, it has a lot of excess, but this doesn't have to be tucked in or trimmed off or anything like that. When the filter is being ready to be pulled out, it just pulls out with it. It actually kind of helps protect the filter lock track. If you had another blanket, it would be installed in the filter lock. These would kind of be butted up against each other. The filter lock would be completely protected by that extra in material. So our timing there was 1:32, right? So we did right at 2 minutes and 30 seconds on our pad change out for the 4. We did 1:32 on the blanket. And also remember that if this filter was a little bit longer, it would have covered 2 sails. So you're really figuring out a lot more filter areas being done a lot quicker. I'm not smart enough to do that math in my head right now, but 1:32 to do, let's say, a 45, let's say 1:40 to do a 45-inch wide, which would cover 2. It took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to just do 4 pads. So if we were to do that, that would have been 5 minutes. So that's 5 minutes versus, even if you want to get crazy, 2 minutes, right? So that's really what we wanted to demonstrate. Casey, great job on that. Check us out in some other videos. We appreciate it. Thanks.